And hello YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of The Zone TV Movie Entertainment with me, your host Jonathan, once again bringing you my thoughts and review for Thursday night's episode of Arrow Season 6 Episode 2. Now if you saw the first episode, Season 6, sorry, and it basically ended in a really cool way. Basically somebody leaked a picture of Oliver as Green Arrow, and now the whole town basically knows, and now he's freaking out. He doesn't know what to do. So in the next episode, obviously he goes and he has to explain. He explains that it was doctored, that anybody's face couldn't be on it. And then the coolest thing happened. He actually mentions the name we all wanted to hear in this universe. Drum roll, please, if you had a drum roll. Bruce Wayne. Yes, that's right. He said Bruce Wayne and he said Gotham at the same time. Now, I don't know if that's an Easter egg or if that's him saying that, yeah, Gotham exists in that universe. I'm pretty sure Gotham really does exist in that universe. But, not really too sure. But maybe that was just an Easter egg saying, oh yeah, Bruce Wayne exists. It's for fun. I don't know, but let's move on. Anyway, so then we find out that Oliver now has to deal with not only with the town believing, oh, is he the Green Arrow? Because, years ago he was named everybody thought he was the Hood, back when he was calling himself the Hood, and the Vigilante at the time. And, those charges were dropped, obviously. And then he meets some FBI lady who comes out of nowhere and just demands to have an interview with him to basically investigate him and his entire, organization, if you will. And then at that moment, you have his former friend from Russia come back out of nowhere, demanding money, and he kidnaps a bunch of news people to get the money. Apparently, he wants, basically he's been banned from Russia, and he's basically been, what's the word I'm looking for? He's, he has a bad reputation now, basically being, oh yeah, you were friends with this guy, and yeah, he basically ruined your business at the time, so nobody's going to trust you anymore. So he felt embarrassed, so he decides he wants to kidnap some people and use them for ransom and hold them hostage for like 20 million. And apparently Oliver and the city got 20 million to rebuild the police station that they just lost thanks to Black Siren in episode 1. I like this episode. I thought it was good. And we finally figure out what happened to Diggle. He had some nerve damage in his arm, in his hand, so that's why he's not pulling the trigger on that. So, why he's not pulling his trigger on his gun, we finally figure that out. Because due to the blast of the explosion on the island, a bunch of shrapnel went into his hand, I guess, and did some nerve damage. So he's got some nerve damage there. And then, what else? That's basically it. I mean, it wasn't really like action-packed episode. I mean, you have a couple bad guys here and there. But still no big threats yet. I mean, we still don't know who leaked the picture. Obviously, he said, his Russian friend said it wasn't him. So you probably would believe him. I think it's the bad guy, the main bad guy is doing it. We don't know. We have to wait to see when he first appears. I'll give it another couple episodes and then we'll actually see his face or see who he is, and then it'll end. And then we start hearing rumblings about him. Remember, we didn't start hearing about Prometheus until like a couple episodes after the season started. So let's see what happens. Other than that, a good episode, and the ending was very good as well. Now Oliver is still technically under investigation by the FBI for some weird reason. So he decides he's going to hang up the hood again. But not this time. Not like how he was in the last season where he's like, yeah, I got to quit because this guy's really threatening me. I don't know what to do. He basically is basically passing down the mantle of the Green Arrow to Diggle. Now Diggle is going to be Green Arrow probably for a little bit, not that long, obviously, but other than that, yeah, I'm thinking that's going to be cool. But let's see what happens. Let's see if he's able to pull the trigger, if you will, on a bow and arrow. Because if he starts shooting arrows, I don't know how he's going to get over this whole nerve damage in his hand. If you have nerve damage in one of your body parts, and then all of a sudden the next day you start using your hand again. That's gonna be kind of weird. But anyway, let's see what happens. I thought the episode was cool, so let's see what happens as Diggle becomes the the Green Arrow now. Just a cool thing to offer Oliver. So let's see what happens. I have one complaint. I have one complaint that's been bothering me ever since Oliver became mayor. There's a moment in the episode where he has to escape. Well, not really escape. He's in his limousine or whatever, because he has a limousine. And he tells them, oh, listen, I have to go somewhere. I have to do something. He's in the car with his son, trying to explain to him because he got bullied in school. And then he tells them, he's like, yeah, I got to get out. Pull over. And he gets out of the car. No explanation why his guards or his Secret Service doesn't go follow him. I don't get that at all. I remember when season 1 started and when he had to ditch Diggle so many times. I'm like, that's how you secure. I feel like his security is nothing but a bunch of wasted potential people. It makes no sense. They don't help him out. They just stand by his door, and that's like they're going to protect him from the door. So I'm like, what's the point of him having security guards if he's not going to need them? That's like my biggest regret from all of this. Other than that, that's pretty much it. This show is amazing. I love Arrow. The combat's great. Everything else is great. But, so leave a comment below and let me know what you guys thought. Thank you very much and have a good day.